Hey YouTube, this your boy B-Boy Snatch Time TV, and tonight I got my WWE Raw review on highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the video before you hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Cause I'm on the road to 6K. Help me get to 3K watch outs so I can get that membership. And follow my social media down below in the description. Let's get started. Now WWE Raw was a pretty good show. Now as you can tell by the title of the thumbnail, that thumbnail looked realistic. All right, let's get started. Monday Night Raw was a pretty good show. Then, now, Forever Together, the WWE video leads us to the show. Video highlights from this past Saturday's WWE King and Queen of the Ring. Women's World Champion Liv Morgan is shown entering the arena earlier today. Her opponent for tonight, former champion Becky Lynch, arriving shortly after. They will compete in a cage match for the Women's World Championship later tonight. The 2024 King of the Ring, Gunther, discussed his victory over Randy Orton. This was a good segment. Louis Kaiser is in the ring. Louis Kaiser demands the crowd attention to acknowledge the ring general and the King of the Ring, Gunther. Who defeated Randy Orton in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament this past Saturday, makes his way to the ring holding his crown. Gunther gets in the ring and looks pleased. Gunther embraced Louis Kaiser in the center of the ring. The commentators addressed the controversy of Randy Orton's shoulder being up on the final pinfall, but they mentioned that Triple H said the referee's decision is final due to the win. Gunther will challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. That match was going to be cooking. Gunther versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship match at SummerSlam. That match was going to be cooking. That match was going to be fire. But anyway, I just had to put that out there. Let me know down below in the comment section. Do you guys agree with me? All right, let me continue. Gunther stands in the ring and the crowd is lightly buzzing. Gunther looks at the crowd and begins to speak, but the crowd loudly boos. Gunther says on Saturday he beat Randy Orton. He is now the rightful king of the ring. With that being said, he has earned the opportunity to challenge the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. Gunther wants to talk about the current champion, Damian Priest. Gunther says he's followed his path since Rhea Ripley has been out with an injury. Damian Priest stepped up and took responsibility. Gunther is a man who succeeds when he takes over responsibility. The Intercontinental World Heavyweight Championship lacked prestige. It was on Gunther to step up and become the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. The crowd is booing him. Okay, the King of the Ring tournament lacked prestige. Again, he stepped up and raised it to levels and heights never seen before. Now the World Heavyweight Championship is lacking prestige because the champion won it back by taking a shortcut. World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest makes his way to the ring alongside Finn Balor and JD Madonna of the Judgment Day. Damian Priest will defend the World Heavyweight Championship 2 weeks from Saturday against Drew McIntyre at WWE Clash at the Castle. Damian Priest stand in the ring along with Gunther. Finn Balor, JD Madonna, and Louis Kaiser are outside. Damian Priest incredulously said, "Prestige, shortcuts." Gunther is the king of the ring with that adorable little crown to prove it. Gunther does get a shot at SummerSlam, but does he really think he earned it? Everyone saw he didn't beat Randy Orton. Gunther proved nothing. If he wants a pat on the back, he'll get it. If Gunther wants to take credit for something, he can take credit for costing Randy Orton a shot. Damian Priest cashed in because he earned a briefcase in a ladder match. That's how that works. He cashed in just like other have before him. That's how that works. Does Gunther does Gunther get business around here works? Damian Priest can teach him a lesson. Gunther doesn't care what Damian Priest thinks of this. Gunther focus on facts. The fact is he is the king of the ring. If Damian Priest is still champion at SummerSlam, he'll face him for the title. In terms of teaching him about the business, maybe Damian Priest can. Business isn't Gunther's express. expertise. Gunther has been waiting for anyone to teach him anything. Once the bell rings, Gunther can't teach Damien Priest about business, but he can teach him about this great sport. Damien Priest can either give him a business lesson before SummerSlam and address him as king, or he can give it after SummerSlam and address him as World Heavyweight Champion. Damien Priest says Damien Priest says he respects what Gunther can do in the ring and respects his Intercontinental title reign. As the world champion, what can Gunther teach him that doesn't already know? They go to war at SummerSlam. Drew McIntyre music hits and the Scottish Warrior makes his way to the ring. Um, this past Saturday, Triple H announced that Drew McIntyre was cleared to compete. A CM Punk chant picks up. Drew McIntyre says he has to address this quickly or they'll never shut up. CM Punk has been back for 6 months and Drew McIntyre has been the highlight of his return. If he didn't injure him, CM Punk would have screwed up and been fired with nowhere else to go. Drew McIntyre addressed the man in the ring and says he's the number one contender. He'll be champion in less than 3 weeks. Gunther leaves the ring without incident. Damien Priest says he's not looking past Drew McIntyre. He just knows what happened when they're done. Drew McIntyre says he's trying to help Damien Priest. Damien Priest is spreading himself too thin. His Judgment Day is screwing up left and right. Dom Dom went all the way to Saudi Arabia to screw up. It seems ever since Mommy got hurt, the real leader of the group has gone to you know what. Drew McIntyre tells Damien Priest to focus on what's important, himself and that World Heavyweight Championship. McIntyre wants to paint a picture. Wade Barrett, Finley, William Regal, and the British Bulldog. They're UK legends and have won exactly zero WWE World Championships. McIntyre is the only person from the UK to win the world title, and he did it 3 times soon. It'll be four. McIntyre tells Damien Priest to do some tape study. Watched when he fought Roman Reigns. The fans were so crazy that they broke Roman Reigns. If it weren't for Solo, he'll be a champion. Now it's time for geography lesson. Time for a geography lesson because they don't teach that in America. A USA champ picks up. Drew McIntyre says an American citizen. McIntyre says Wales is far away from Scotland, but the fans were still nuts. All the Scottish fans are like him. McIntyre says he's about to take the bloody title. Damian Priest chuckles and asks if that's really the game plan to get under his skin. Damian Priest isn't afraid of the crowd booing him. Damian Priest has made a living of proving people wrong. Damian Priest wants to talk the truth. Is McIntyre wife going to be there? What's her name? Drew McIntyre warns him. Damian Priest says he just wanted to see if he could get under his skin, but he also wanted to see if he's man enough to do something about it. Braun Strowman music hits. McIntyre leaves the ring. Braun Strowman walks up to the World Heavyweight Champion and goes face to face with him. Damien Priest backs up and points to JD Madonna. JD Madonna looks a little worried. Okay, this was a good segment to kick off the show. A long, meandering segment that didn't have a ton of heat. I think they thought Gunther would have more heat because of the controversy finish at WWE King and Queen of the Ring, but it wasn't there. They waited like it would be. Then it was Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre coming out during the show. So we go to commercial break. So we get JD Madonna coming by Finn Balor versus Braun Strowman. This was a squash match. We joined this match in progress. JD Madonna gets in the ring and charges, but Braun Strowman catches him and easily press him above his head. JD Madonna eventually slides off, but Braun Strowman throws him to the corner. JD Madonna tries to avoid him, but Strowman easily lifts him and slams him on the mat. Finn Balor checks on JD Madonna at ringside. Strowman yells at Finn Balor and headbutts JD Madonna down. Braun Strowman hits a big forearm to the chest in the corner. Braun Strowman wildly throws JD Madonna across the ring and pose. JD Madonna sidesteps and avalanches, but Braun Strowman quickly rebounds with an uppercut. Braun Strowman casually slams him down before kicking him in the ribs. JD Madonna tries to chop at him, but they have no effect. Braun Strowman chops him down and holds up his fist. Braun Strowman shoves him in a corner and connects with an avalanche. Braun Strowman headbutts him down and shakes off the impact from JD Madonna's large head. Strowman puts him in the corner and charges for an avalanche, but JD Madonna clips the knee. Braun Strowman hits the ring post with his shoulders and falls out of the ring. JD Madonna wants a count out, but he sees Braun Strowman getting up. JD Madonna charge and hits a chop block at ringside. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Braun Strowman shoves JD Madonna back, but he rebounds with a dropkick. JD Madonna ties the injured knee in the ropes, but Braun Strowman knocks him back. Braun Strowman then hits a leaping clothesline. Strowman slaps the mat a few times and shoves JD Madonna away before hitting a big body drop. Braun Strowman quickly collapsed to the mat. Finn Balor runs over and pulls JD Madonna away from the ring. Braun Strowman gets up and is limping around. He sees Finn Balor checking on JD Madonna and the crowd knows what's coming. Braun Strowman exits the ring and hobbles around the ringside area to crash JD Madonna with a Strowman Express. Braun Strowman gets JD Madonna in the ring and gets in. Braun Strowman lifts JD Madonna, but Finn Balor gets on the apron. Braun Strowman drops JD Madonna and brings Finn Balor into the ring the hard way. Braun Strowman lifts JD Madonna, but Finn Balor distracts the referee as Carlito runs down to hit Braun Strowman from behind. Braun Strowman turns around arguably and grabs Carlito by the hair before punching him down. JD Madonna hits Braun Strowman with a headbutt and a chop block. JD Madonna hits the ropes, but Braun Strowman screws him up for a big power slam to pick up the win. The winner of the match by pinfall, Braun Strowman. This was a squash match. Carlito and Finn Balor immediately double team Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman powers them away. Braun Strowman sends Finn Balor out of the ring and shoves Carlito over the top rope. Braun Strowman pulls and exhorts a chair shot to the back from JD Madonna. The crowd chants, "You effed up! You effed up!" Braun Strowman slaps the chair out of JD Madonna's hand. Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Carlito run away. And then let me move on. That was just a squash match. Backstage interview. Kathy Kelly is backstage with the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan. Does she have any remorse over how she beat Becky Lynch? Liv Morgan says she doesn't, and she didn't know Dominik Mysterio played such a role, but had no remorse. Still, she's never beaten Becky Lynch straight up tonight. They'll face in a steel cage match with nowhere to run or hide. Liv Morgan will come out victorious. She says, "Watch me." Okay, so headlines coming out of WWE King and Queen of the Ring are shown. Backstage, Finn Balor is backstage with Carlito, asking why it took so long for him to come out. Carlito says he was waiting for the right moment. World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest walks up and says the plan didn't work. Damian Priest asks where JD Madonna is. They said Braun Strowman is chasing him. Damian Priest says Strowman should have been handled. He tells them to get JD Madonna and bring him back to the clubhouse so they can regroup. Carlito and Finn Balor argue over who is going to get JD Madonna. Video package replay on showing up the absolute vicious beating Braun Breaker delivered to Kyle Dixon last week on WWE Raw. Braun Breaker destroyed him with spear and a chair to the skull on the stairs. Braun Breaker told Raw General Manager Adam Pearce this is because he didn't put him in the King of the Ring tournament later. That night, Braun Breaker viciously speared Ricochet through a rogue crate. That was brutal last week. WWE Trainers Room. Earlier today, The trainer cleared Ricochet for action. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce walked in. Ricochet says he wants Braun Breaker. Adam Pearce says he's fine and suspended Braun Breaker, so he has to wait. Ilya Dragunov walks in and thanks Ricochet for shoving him out of the way of Braun Breaker. When he's better, he wants to face Ricochet again. Ricochet challenged him for tonight. Ilya Dragunov says he doesn't face broken people, but Ricochet tells him he's good to go. In the ring, Ricochet makes his entrance. He'll face Ilya Dragunov next. So we go to commercial break. During Ilya Dragunov's entrance, the QR code flashes on the screen again. So we get Ricochet versus Ilya Dragunov. Good match. This was a good match. The bell rings. Ricochet drops Ilya Dragunov down. Ricochet, who has taped ribs from Braun Breaker attacks last week, hold them in pain. Ricochet uppercuts him, but Dragunov responds with some chops to the chest. Dragunov whips him to the opposite corner, but Ricochet slingshots over him. Ricochet holds his ribs again. Dragunov applies a waistlock, but Ricochet flips through a German suplex attempt. Ricochet needs a way at Dragunov. Dragunov does a right hand and connects with a German suplex. Dragunov keeps the waistlock on his shoulder, on his, and hits another German suplex. Ricochet elbows out of a third one, but Dragunov applies Ilya Dragunov applies an ambitional stretch and elbows away at the ribs. Dragunov then grabs him between the legs and hits a modified German suplex with a bridge for near fall. Ricochet crawls to the corner and forearms Dragunov back. Dragunov takes him down with a step up insecurity. Ricochet gets out of a powerbomb, but Dragunov blocks a kick and flips him onto his front into his front. Dragunov visually knees him in the face to knock him out of the ring. Dragunov bites the top rope. So we go to commercial break. We return from break. We return from the break to see Dragunov and Ricochet exchange strikes. Dragunov stuns him with a kick to the head and hits a snap German suplex. Dragunov hits the ropes and sets up for a clothesline special, but Ricochet visually knees him in the face to knock him out of the ring. Ricochet hits the ropes and hits a beautiful suicide dive. Ricochet holds his wrist in pain and gets back in the ring. Dragunov just stumble around ringside. Ricochet hits the ropes again and goes for a suicide dive, but Dragunov catches him and drives him hard into the ring apron. Dragunov goes for a powerbomb, but Ricochet lands on the apron and knocks him back. Ricochet hits a big moonsault block off the second row to the floor. Ricochet chants, "This is all." The crowd chants, "This is awesome." Ricochet gets Dragunov in the ring and goes to the top rope. Ricochet sets up for a 630, but he lands on his feet when Dragunov moves. Dragunov boosts him in the face, but Ricochet rebounds with some strikes. Dragunov then lays him out with a vicious lariat. Dragunov pulls him up and hit to his feet and turns him inside out with a consistent constant Cons- Constantine special. Dragunov calls 1-2 and Ricochet kicks out. Dragunov chops him down in the corner and hits the ropes. Ricochet pops up for a super kick attempt, but Dragunov blocks it. Dragunov crushes him with a powerbomb, but he is too exhausted to follow up. Dragunov heads to the top rope and comes flying super kick him out of midair. Ricochet connects with a recoil and covers 1-2. Dragunov just barely kicks out. Ricochet is stunned and starts to pull himself to the top rope. Dragunov cuts him off with a right hand and climb to the second rope. Ricochet clubs away at Dragunov, but Dragunov shakes it off. Ricochet headbutts him a few times to knock him to the canvas. Ricochet hits a beautiful shooting star press and rolls around in pain from the ribs. All of a sudden, Braun Breaker kills Ricochet with a spear. The referee calls for the bell. The winner by disqualification, Ricochet. But the match was good, but Braun Breaker came out and speared Ricochet and Ilya Dragunov. But the match itself was good. Braun Breaker rips his shirt off and is fired up because Braun Breaker is imposing to be here tonight. Dragunov tried to chop at Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker shakes it off and hits the ropes and wipes him out with a spear. While General Manager Adam Pearce runs down with WWE officials and producers. Adam Pearce gets in the ring and screams at Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker doesn't acknowledge him. Braun Breaker leaves the ring and Adam Pearce follows him. Braun Breaker stops and arguably turns to face the Raw General Manager before walking off again. Okay, let's move on. Another fantastic outing with Ricochet and Ilya Dragunov. Despite the non-finish, it doesn't take away from the fact that they were having a killer match before the Braun Breaker interfered. Braun Breaker looks like a monster. I love it. Commercial break, backstage segment. Kathy Kelly is backstage. We see Raw General Manager Adam Pearce battering Braun Breaker about the attack. Kathy Kelly wants to interview Adam Pearce, but Kiana James walks up to him. Adam Pearce says they need to head to his office because he needs a drink. Kathy Kelly says she'll try to get a word with Adam Pearce later. We get a video package earlier today. The Miz walk up to an ice cream truck. R-Truth gave him an ice cream cone. Miz asked why R-Truth wanted him to be all white, so R-Truth said he wanted Miz to match his flavor. Miz says if he's vanilla, then R-Truth says he's strawberry. R-Truth asks what Miz was actually going to say. The New Day walks over and asks what Miz was going to say. Miz says he was going to say strawberry. The New Day asks if they still doing the Memorial Day raffle for the tag titles. The Miz says that's not happening. R-Truth closed the ice cream truck. Karrion Kross walks up to Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Um Kerry Cross says Kingston has already had his time in the sun. He wants to help Woods. It's time for Xavier Woods to cut the New Day crap and let him help him. Karen Cross tells Xavier Woods to watch AOP tonight. Xavier Woods says he would never break up a 10-year friendship and possibly the greatest tag team of all time just because he acts nicely. Kobe Kingston says the answer is no. Karen Cross asks when Kingston will let Xavier Woods shine when he retires. Xavier Woods says they'll face AOP next week and show what New Day has left in the tank. Karen Cross says he wants to do this the hard way, which is favorite. Karen Cross walks off. Xavier Woods says Miz wasn't going to say strawberry. In the arena, the Authors of Pain make their entrance alongside Karen Cross, Scarlett, and the WWE Hall of Famer Paul Ellering of the Final Testament. They'll face the Creed brothers. So we get the tag team match. Authors of Pain, Akam, and Reza coming by the Final Testament, carrying Cross and Scarlett, and Paul Ellering versus the Creed brothers are coming by Alpine 9. Now this tag team match, this was a quick tag team match. The Authors of Pain attacked the Creed brothers as they center the ring. The referee called for the bell. Rezar grabs Brutus and drives him hard into the turnbuckle with a Death Valley driver. Akam tags in and punches Brutus in the face. Akam chokes Brutus on the middle rope. Rezar tags back in and Akam throws Brutus into the Razor's knee. Rezar Rezar applies a neck vice, but Brutus fights up. Rezar slams him back down and tags Akam in. Akam stops Brutus and wipes him into the corner. Akam charges, but Brutus sidesteps him. Julius tags in and comes off the top rope with a flying forearm. Julius hits Rezar and hits Akam with a suplex and a kip up. Julius hits Akam with another exploder and a kip up. Rezar runs in and meets the same fate. Julius hits Akam with a moonsault. Brutus tags in. The Creed brothers goes for the Brutus ball, but Scarlett distracts them by sending RB9 to the ring steps. Akam slides off and shoves Julius into Brutus, knocking him to the floor. Akam hits a U-range on Julius and tags Rezar in. They hit a powerbomb slash neckbreaker combo called What a Rush in tribute to the Legion of Doom for the win. The winner The winners by pinfall, the Arthurs of Pain. This is a quick tag team match. Okay, let's move on. Video package. The attack on Cruz del Toro just la- uh, the video package. The attack on Cruz del Toro last week on Raw. So we'll go to backstage segment. Rey Mysterio says Carlito was welcomed into the LWO when with open arms. If he didn't take the path he's taken, Carlito will still be his brother. Carlito jealousy over Dragon Lee made him better. His attack on Cruz del Toro was a huge mistake. Carlito can run to the Judgment Day. Maybe they'll welcome him with open arms as Mysterio did, but those days are over. When they step into the ring tonight, Carlito won't find an old friend. He'll find out what happens when you cross the line. Cross the LWO, you'll find when you cross the LWO, you'll find out what happens when you cross Rey Mysterio. So we go backstage. Sheamus is walking backstage. JD Madonna is talking with the women's world champion Liv Morgan in the background. Braun Strowman shouts and limps after JD Madonna runs away. Who runs away? We're hearing from Sheamus next. You can tell what's going on with the Judgment Day because they show backstage when Liv Morgan was talking to JD Madonna. Something is going on with the Judgment Day, and that's all I gotta say. Video package. WWE announced the sacrifice many have made for the freedoms of the American people on Memorial Day. So yeah, happy Memorial Day to everybody within the YouTube community. I just had to put that out there. Then we continue. Commercial break. Al Giant Stadium, the site of next year's WrestleMania, is shown. Probably pass are going on sale soon. Sheamus addressed Louis Kaiser. This was a decent segment. Sheamus makes his way to the ring. Replay on showing of Gunther defeating Sheamus in a brutal King of the Ring first round match 3 weeks ago on Raw. Sheamus grabbed a microphone and says he's out for breath just walking out here. Sheamus is huffing and puffing, saying he's fired up because of the crowd. There were some great matches in the King of the Ring tournament, nothing but banger after banger after banger. Sadly, there was no Sheamus. Why? The little Ken doll named Louis Kaiser smashed his knee and took him out. Sheamus isn't bitter, but what he is salty about is Louis Costa did nothing but talk crap about. To be clear, Sheamus says he is now back. Sheamus cannot wait to get his hands on Louis Kaiser penguin chest. Louis Kaiser appeared on the Tigertron. Louis Kaiser asked if Sheamus can see him with his own eyes. Louis Kaiser Sheamus hears Sheamus crying and complaining, blaming Gunther for Sheamus' loss at the King of the Ring. Sheamus can't blame Gunther because he is the king of the ring. No one stood a chance anyway, especially not Sheamus. After weeks of being at home and acting tough online, Sheamus is trying to tell Louis Kaiser what to do. Louis Kaiser oper- operates on his own terms. Sheamus yells at Louis Kaiser to shut his mouth. Sheamus says they can either listen to Louis Kaiser's garbage or Sheamus can go get him. Sheamus heads to the back. The camera follows Sheamus through the gorilla position and backstage into the in market arena. Louis Kaiser blindsides him and fights him behind the stage. The brawl spills back into the arena. Raw general manager Adam Pearce, along with some WWE officials and producers, pulled them apart. The crowd chants, "Let them fight!" Yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing how Louis Kaiser stands on his own against Sheamus. Sadly, I don't see former Imperial member Giovanni Vince getting his tape of treatment on SmackDown. I still don't see what the value was of breaking him from the stable. Hashtag WWE Raw. Locker room segment. Lyra Rakira is holding her ribs in the locker room. Becky Lynch comes up and says Saturday didn't go their way. If not about winning all the time, it's about learning from each time. They'll either win and learn until it's time to walk away. Becky Lynch tells Lyra Rakira that she got this, and fist bumps fists with her. Becky Lynch walks off and tells her to consider knee pads. In the arena, Kairi Sane makes her way to the ring alongside Dakota Kai. She'll face Lara Akira next. So commercial break. WWE SummerSlam will expand in two nights in Indianapolis, Minnesota in 2026. The commentators want to know where SummerSlam 2025 will be. Video replay are showing up the absolute vicious annihilator Nia Jack delivered to Lara Akira to win the Queen of the Ring tournament this past Saturday. Kairi Sane coming by Dakota Kai versus Lara Rakira. And this match right here, this was a pretty good match right here. The bell rings and Lara Rakira hits a race lock takeover. So Kairi Sane fights up and apply a race lock, but Bakura elbows out and takes her down with some quick strikes. Lyra Bakura holds her ribs in pain. Lyra Bakura connects with a Northern Light suplex for a 2 count. Lyra Bakura quickly heads to the top rope, but Kairi Sane hits the top rope to take her down. Lyra Bakura falls off the top rope to the mat. Kairi Sane kicks her in the injured ribs a few times. Lyra Bakura tries to fight back, but Kairi Sane stuns her with some right hands. Kairi Sane punches away at her against the ropes and stomps around on the mat. Kairi Sane hits the ropes and hits a basement forearm to the chest. Kairi Sane stomps to the ribs and hits a double stomp. Lyra Akira writhing in pain on the mat. Kairi Sane covers for a 2 count. Kairi Sane goes to the top rope, but Lyra Akira cuts her off. Kairi Sane punches her into a trio roll. Um, Lyra Rakira tries to pull herself up, but Kairi Sane crushes her with a double stomp down on the mat. Kairi Sane pulls her away from the corner and picks up in their fall. Kairi Sane pulls Lyra Rakira up out of here. Um, Lyra Rakira is out, but managed to lightly shove her away. Kairi Sane goes to the top rope and leave for the insane elbow, but Lyra Akira gets the boots up. Lyra Akira applies a perfect pin to get the victory. The winner by pinfall, Lyra Akira. This was a pretty good match. Okay, let's move on. The Judgment Day Clubhouse. World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest asks Finn Balor and Carlito where JD Madonna is. Damian Priest then asks what Carlito is doing here. Carlito says he wanted the Judgment Day in the clubhouse. Damian Priest says Carlito isn't in the Judgment Day. Damian Priest tells him to go prepare for his match. Carlito asks Finn Balor if he still be out there. Finn Balor tacitly agrees. JD Madonna walks in and Carlito says he'll find him. JD Madonna says he gave Braun Strowman the slip. Damian Priest asks why he was talking to Liv Morgan. JD Madonna says he was telling Liv Morgan she won't be women's champion for long. Damian Priest says Damian Priest asks where Dominik Mysterio is. Dirty Dominik Mysterio walks in. Damian Priest asks to speak to him alone. Finn Balor and JD Madonna leave. Damian Priest asks Dominik Mysterio what he is doing. Dominik Mysterio says he's talked to Rhea Ripley and will fix this. Damian Priest warns him to fix it tonight. In the ring, Rey Mysterio makes his way to the ring alongside Dragon Lee and Selena Vega of the Latino World Order. Rey Mysterio will face Carlito next. Commercial break. Damage control locker room. In the upset, Io Sky is sitting on the couch. Dakota Kai and Kairi Sane walk in. Io Sky begins screaming, throwing lamps, stomping through the coffee table, and walks off. The expedition baseball team, the Savannah Bananas, is at ringside. Rey Mysterio coming by LWO and Dragon Lee and Selena Vega versus Carlito. Now this was a decent match. Decent match. The bell rings and Mysterio throws his shirt at Carlito. They circle the ring and Carlito rolls out of the ring. Carlito yells at Dragon Lee at ringside. Carlito torrents a Torrance and Mysterio forearms him in the face a few times. Mysterio gets Carlito in the ring. Carlito attacks the WWE Hall of Famer, and as he gets in the ring, Carlito whips him hard into the corner, and Mysterio collapses to the mat. Carlito whips him hard into the corner again before hitting a 2-day World Backbreaker for a 2 count. Carlito sends him into the ropes, but he lowers his head and eats a kick. Mysterio goes for a springboard moonsault, but Carlito catches him and drives him into the corner. Carlito looks him in the tree, locks him in the tree of woe, and hits a drop kick. Carlito backs up and charges for a sliding drop kick, but he crushes himself on the ring post when Mysterio sits up. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Carlito forearm Mysterio down for a 2 count. Carlito punches Mysterio in the corner and whips him to the opposite corner. Mysterio boots him back and rolls up his body, but Carlito counters into an alley hoop. Mysterio rolls to the apron to recover. Carlito stands on the second rope and grabs Mysterio for a deadlift suplex for a 2 count. Carlito fiercely clubs away at Mysterio as soon as he kicks out. Carlito has him in a corner and puts him on the top. Mysterio fights out of a superplex and knocks Carlito down. Mysterio hits a seated senton, followed by a springboard moonsault for a near fall. Carlito reverses a whip, but Mysterio ducks a clothesline. Carlito catches him and hits a TKO for a near fall. Carlito lifts him, but Mysterio slides off and drop kicks him into position. Mysterio hits the ropes for a 619, while Carlito pops up and drops him on the apron. Mysterio knocks him back and goes for a springboard, but Carlito drop kicks him down. Carlito goes to the apron and lifts Mysterio. Mysterio slides off and shoves him shoulder first into the ring post. Finn Balor appears at ringside and attacks Dragon Lee. Finn Balor sends him over the commentary table. Mysterio hits Finn Balor with a seated senton off the apron. A stunned Pac McAfee lets out an explosive. Mysterio gets in the ring, but Carlito attacks. Carlito sets up for a backstabber, but Mysterio versus and sends him into the ropes. Mysterio hits a 619 and a slingshot splash for the win. The winner of the match by pinfall with Mysterio. This was a decent match. Mysterio celebrates with the LWO before going out of the ring and attacking Finn Balor. Mysterio puts him on the commentary table. Dragon Lee goes for the top rope, but World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest attacks Mysterio. Carlito pulls Dragon Lee's leg and crushes him on the top rope. Damian Priest hits Dragon Lee with a razor's edge. Mysterio gets in the ring and dropkicks Damian Priest into position. Mysterio knocks Carlito off the apron and charges, but Damian Priest big boosts him down. Damian Priest hits Mysterio with a South of Heaven and stand tall in the ring. Finn Balor and Carlito look happy at ringside, but Damian Priest angrily looks over at them, taking their smiles away. Okay, mind-boggling when you think about how long Rey Mysterio and Carlito have been doing this. Probably about half a century of experience between them, and they're still doing it at a high level. Amazing. Hashtag WWE. Backstage segment. Chad Gable is a time with Akira Tozawa. Chad Gable says he didn't see Akira Tozawa in Saudi Arabia. He must have had a good reason for not making the trip. Akira Tozawa apologized. Braun Strowman interrupted demands to know if they seen JD Madonna, and they said no. Strowman keeps walking, and Maxine Dupree walks up with Otis. Chad Gable makes fun of them and says he'll give Otis a chance to redeem himself. He'll face Big Bronson Reed. Otis will beat him. Chad Gable makes Otis say no matter what. In the arena, Big Bronson Reed makes his way to the ring. He'll face Otis. Commercial break. Big Bronson Reed versus Otis accompanied by Chad Gable. And this match was okay for what it was. Chad Gable is still talking with Otis as the bell rings. Bronson Reed avalanches Otis and punches away at him before hitting a headbutt. Bronson Reed sends him into the ropes for a back elbow. Bronson Reed stands over Otis and talks trash. Bronson Reed sends Otis into the ring post shoulder first. Otis falls to the floor. Gable shouts at Otis to get up. Otis gets back in the ring at the count of 7. Bronson Reed greets him with a drop kick. Bronson Reed grabs him and sends him to the corner. Otis elbows him back and connects with a clothesline. Otis is down on the mat and firing himself up. Otis clubs Bronson Reed with some right hands. Bronson reverses a whip, but Otis ducks a pair of clotheslines and hits a running crossbody block. The crowd roars for Otis. Otis scoop slams Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed gets up in the corner, so Otis avalanches him. Bronson Reed drops in the calipator position. Otis starts the garage to the delight of the fans. Chad Gable quickly gets on the apron and stops Otis from doing the calipator. Otis looks upset, but he rips his shirt off anyway. Otis gyrates, but Gable grabs his face and yells at him. Otis turns into a super kick from Bronson Reed, followed by a senton splash. Bronson Reed goes to the top rope and yells at Gable. Bronson Reed crushes Otis with a tsunami for the win. The winner by pinfall, Big Bronson Reed. This was okay match. What it was. Chad Gable gets in the ring and shouts on the microphone for Otis to get in the ring. Gable demands Maxine Dupree and Akira Tozawa also come out. They nervously come out to the ring. Chad Gable says he's having an Alpha Academy meeting now. Chad Gable. So we go to commercial break. Chad Gable is in the ring with the Alpha Academy. Gable sneers at Otis, who does not look happy. Gable asks what he is going to do with us. Not only did he cost him the Intercontinental Championship on Saturday in Saudi Arabia, he gave him another chance, but he blew it. Chad Gable knows how to get through to Otis. Otis lacks lacks discipline, so Gable will show him discipline in front of everybody here. Otis I'm sorry, Chad Gable says he doesn't want to do this. He started to unbuckle his belt. Gable says Otis made him do this. Gable tells Otis to grab the ropes. He doesn't move. So Gable orders him to grab the ropes. Only Otis slowly makes his way over to the ropes and grabs the top rope with his back to Gable. Gable tells Maxine Dupree and Akira Tozawa to watch because this is what happens when you fall down for Academy. Gable says this will hurt him more than it hurts. Chad Gable goes to smack Otis with the belt, but Maxine Dupree stops him. Gable yells at her to get out of the ring. She sadly leaves. Gable asks if Tozawa has anything to say. Gable goes to hit Otis, but WWE Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn arguably makes his way to the ring. Gable suggests Sami Zayn to turn around unless he gives him his rightful title shot. A Sami chant picks up. Gable warns him to not take another step, but Sami Zayn ignores him and gets in the ring. Sami Zayn asks what Gable is going to do. Sami Zayn says Gable isn't tough. Gable is weak. Gable is a weak little man. Gable sneers at him. Sami Zayn says he was manipulate his way into the Intercontinental Championship opportunity and come up short each time. Gable wants to blame everyone else. The people. Sami Zayn and the Alpha Academy is no one's fault but Gable's. Gable can get the job done. Gable say, Chad Gable says Sami Zayn doesn't know what he's talking about. He beat Sami Zayn last week on Raw, and Wow have done it on Saturday if it wasn't for that idiot Otis. Chad Gable goes to whip Otis, but Sami Zayn whips the belt away from him. Sami Zayn throws down the title and approaches Chad Gable, but Otis stands in his way. Sami Zayn asks Otis what he's going to do. He is going to listen to Chad Gable. How much more will he take? Sami Zayn told Otis to stop listening to Chad Gable and listen to the people. The crowd cheers for Otis. Sami Zayn tells Otis to listen. If they can't hear them, then he needs to listen to his heart. Gable blindsides Sami Zayn and punches away at him. Gable punches away at him in the corner, but Sami Zayn fights back and takes him down. Otis pulls Sami Zayn off Gable. Sami Zayn tries to talk sense into Otis, but Gable wipes him out with a German suplex. Gable takes his jacket off and mounts Sami Zayn before punching away at him. Gable talks trash to Sami Zayn. Otis teased like he's going to act, but he doesn't do anything. Gable throws the Intercontinental Championship down onto Sami Zayn. The crowd loudly chants, "Let's go, Otis," but he didn't do anything. Chad Gable leaves the ring with the Kira Tozawa, but Otis doesn't follow him. Gable shouts at Otis to follow, and he sheepishly obliges. Another good segment with Chad Gable battering Otis, only for Otis to do nothing. We get closer to it happening. This was a good segment. I might as well say this was a good segment. Video package: the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour culminated with her victory over Becky Lynch for the Women's World Champion this past Saturday at WWE King and Queen of the Ring. So we go backstage. Women's World Champion Liv Morgan is stretching backstage. Elsewhere backstage, Becky Lynch is pacing. The steel cage match is luring around the ring. The main event is next. Commercial break. Backstage interview. Kathy Kelly is backstage with Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks. They are the number one contenders for WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Zoe Stark says they never been properly introduced to Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Sonya Deville walks up and says they're talking like they're champions, but they're not. They can't do it without her help. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks walk off on Sonya Deville. Our friend Elsa Dawn stopped Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks. They mentioned that Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks haven't faced or beaten them yet. That won't change. Sonya Deville says Our Fire and Elsa Dawn have no respect. Next week on Raw, Sheamus will battle Louis Kaiser, who also sees the New Day take on the Authors of Pain in a non-title match. World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest will battle WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. So we get the main event of the evening: Women's World Champion Steel Cage match. The man Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. And this match right here, this main event was good. Good main event. Becky Lynch, whose WWE contract legitimately expires this Saturday, could be competing in her final WWE match for some time. Becky Lynch was likely supposed to take some time off before being called back to action, followed by the untimely injury to Rhea Ripley. They do the introductions in the ring, and we go to commercial. So we go to commercial break. We join this match in progress. Liv Morgan digs Becky Lynch face into a still mesh and rubs it around a bit. Liv Morgan drives her hard into the cage wall and press her against it. Press her against it. What was I? Becky Lynch. Oh, we jo- you said we joined in the match in progress. Liv Morgan digs Becky Lynch face into a still mesh and rubs it around in a bit. Liv Morgan drives her hard into the steel cage wall and press her against it. Liv Morgan rubs Becky Lynch's face on a steel mesh and happily shouts, "Hurry!" Liv Morgan starts climbing the cage in the corner of the ring, but Becky Lynch climb after her. Becky Lynch pulls her down to the top rope. They begin battling on the top rope, and Liv Morgan bounces Becky Lynch's face off the still to the still a number of times before knocking her down the mat. Liv Morgan gets down from the top rope and attacks, but Liv Morgan sends her to the corner. Liv Morgan drops her between the cage wall and the ropes. Becky Lynch knocks her back and goes to the top rope, but Liv Morgan cuts her off. Becky Lynch is hanging on the top rope, and Liv Morgan drops her face first into a steel wall a few times. Liv Morgan stands her up and drop kicks her into the steel cage wall 3 times. Becky Lynch is barely getting any offense. Liv Morgan shoulders away at her and charge, but she hits the wall cage head first when Becky Lynch moves. Becky Lynch kicks away at Liv Morgan and wildly smashes her face into the cage wall. Becky Lynch Becky Lynch heads to the top rope and connects with a missile dropkick. Becky Lynch crawls over and covers the champion for a 2 count. Becky Lynch hits the ropes and hits the ropes in a dropkick. Liv Morgan into the cage wall. Becky Lynch hits the ropes and repeats the move. Becky Lynch overcuts a spin kick. Liv Morgan kicks Liv Morgan. Becky Lynch goes for a leg drop off the second rope, but she lands on her feet when Liv Morgan moves. Liv Morgan pulls Becky Lynch face first into the cage wall. Commercial break. Back from the final break of the evening, there were only 6 minutes left for WWE. Liv Morgan is climbing the cage in the corner of the ring, but Becky Lynch cuts her off. Becky Lynch quickly scales the ropes to pull Liv Morgan down. Liv Morgan knocks her off the ropes, but Becky Lynch quickly pops back up. Becky Lynch connects with a superplex and crosses over for a 2 count. Becky Lynch goes for a disarm her, but Liv Morgan shoves her into the cage wall. Liv Morgan connects with a springboard codebreaker and covers for a near fall. Liv Morgan shouts in frustration. Liv Morgan starts to climb the cage in the corner of the ring and pulls her leg over to the top of the steel trails. And it still trails. Becky Lynch follows her up there and punches away at her. Becky Lynch punches Liv Morgan back into the ring. Becky Lynch is now half over the cage and desperate deceptively back in drags her back in at the last moment. Liv Morgan pulls her off the top of the pulls the top rope and hits a big power bomb for a near fall. Liv Morgan sees Becky Lynch getting up against the ropes, so she goes for the oblivion, but Becky Lynch moves. Becky Lynch then applies the disarm her on the ropes. Liv Morgan screams in pain before shoving her face into the cage wall. Liv Morgan starts to climb, but Becky Lynch hits a side leg sweep off the middle rope for a near fall. 30 Dominik Mysterio runs down and opens the cage door. Dominik Mysterio shouts for Becky Lynch to exit the cage. Finn Balor and JD Madonna runs down to ask Dominik Mysterio what he is doing. They tell him to stay out of this. All of a sudden, Braun Strowman runs down and starts to chase Finn Balor and JD Madonna. Braun Strowman circles the ring and crashes into Mysterio, who eventually slams the cage into Becky Lynch's head. Then Morgan crawls out of the cage door to retain the title. The winner by escaping the cage and still your women's world champion, Liv Morgan. This was a good main event. Dirty Dominik Mysterio sneers at Liv Morgan as she walks off with the women's world champion. The USA Network Fed cut off too quickly to get to the horrible race to survival, the New Zealand show. So this was Miss Live. Liv Morgan kissed Dirty Dominik Mysterio on the lips. Dominik Mysterio wasn't happy. So, like I said, and Monday Night Raw goes off the air. And like I said earlier, in my own opinion, Monday Night Raw, it was just a pretty good show for what it was. But now that thumbnail looked realistic when Liv Morgan kissed Dominik Mysterio. I know Rhea Ripley somewhere at home is so pissed off when Liv Morgan kissed Dominik Mysterio. Oh, I cannot wait till Rhea Ripley comes back and get her revenge on Liv Morgan. Oh, I miss Rhea Ripley so much, man. I miss Rhea Ripley so much. I know I'm not the only person that miss Rhea Ripley. So I know when Rhea Ripley saw Liv Morgan kiss Dirty Dominik Mysterio, Rhea Ripley is so pissed off, and I cannot wait for Rhea Ripley to come back, man. And I cannot wait for SummerSlam, man. I cannot wait to see Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan in a ladder match to see who's going to get Dominik Mysterio. And that's all I have to say, man. But anyway, Monday Night Raw was a pretty good show. And that's all I have to say. If you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review on highlights, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. Comment down below what are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. because it was a pretty good show in my opinion. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please go watch the video, like the video. If you like the video, just share the video with your friends and family. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button. Turn on post notifications so you won't miss not a single upload when I premiere a brand new video or I go live on YouTube. And that's all I have to say. Make sure you guys follow my social media down below in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my WWE NXT review and highlights. This your boy B Voice Next Shine TV. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. KFG crew, KFG Kings, KFG Club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I'm also coming for that 3K watch hours along with that membership. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I'll talk to you guys later. And I'm out of here. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. Gang. Anyway, I'm out of here.